How can we always come out in profit inside a Pocket option after each and every trading session that we do? Well, that's what I'm going to share with you right on this video. And really the surprising thing is, it has nothing to do with the trading strategy. It's all about the money management. Welcome back, guys. My name's Mark. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. So I'm going to be doing some live trading right on this video. You guys get to see everything that I do. No fancy editing or anything like that. Just real trading, real transparency, and real money. If you look up here inside a Pocket option, you can see that I have real cash, right? But here's something that most of the other guys won't show you, and they won't click up here and show you that, well, I'm not using my demo account, okay? I'm using a real account, QT real, inside a Pocket option, $1,788, all right? So real cash, so you guys can really see that I'm really serious about this. I'm using my real money to trade. And we're also going to be using the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. Now, this is a highly advanced trade manager with mathematical calculation. There is an algorithm behind this that allows you to win, but you can win even if you have losses. That's the power behind this. It's way beyond martingale. It's nothing like that. This is something totally different. And this is available to all of the VIP members that are a part of our private Telegram group. But I'll be using this today throughout this video to show you how everything works. So now the strategy that I'm going to be using, the trading strategy anyway, this is going to be the Fast 5 strategy. So this is where you will use a 30-second time frame with the regular candlesticks over here. So make sure to select and have S30 selected. And then over here on the expiry, for the time, it's going to be just S5, which is going to be only 5 seconds, okay? So 30-second time frame, 5-second expiry. That's it. And you're pretty much ready to go. So there's no indicators or anything like that. There's no settings to write down, nothing. It's just 30 and 5 seconds. That's it. So now what I'll be doing, and I'll just explain this real quick. So for those of you that want to follow along throughout the video, once we see a candle appear on the chart, once we see a 30-second candle, we're going to count down from 30. And as soon as the timer here, you can see that there's a timer on each and every candle that we have. Each one represents 30 seconds. If you don't see the timer, make sure to come over here on the chart settings, and there's a little timer switch right here. Just make sure that's turned on, and you will have that timer switch there. And you will wait until the timer, when it counts down from 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, and as soon as it hits 25 seconds, that's the signal to enter the trade. Now, you're not going to always enter the trade, right? But if the candle is showing some good strength, in this case, when it turned 25 seconds, the candle was green. Therefore, I will enter a buy. At the 25-second mark, if the candle is red, I will enter a sell. Now, if the candle is flipping back and forth between red and green, I will stay out. I am not going to enter the trade. Or if it's just a very small body, if it looks like a doji or what we call a pancake size candle, then I'm probably going to go ahead and skip, and I can change the chart or just wait until the next candle. Now, I'll be doing many trades on this video so you guys can see, every single little step that I do, and when I enter the trades and all that good stuff. So hope everybody's doing well. Today's Monday. Happy to sit down and create a video. And some of you may have noticed, well, I haven't really been creating a lot of videos just as of recently because I'm working on the launch of the new Trade Manager, version 3. So this is version 2. This has been out for a little while, but we've gotten so much feedback to add all these new features to make it even better. So that's what I've been doing the last 5 months. We've been working so hard to deliver even more advanced risk control, smarter trade tracking, brand new optimization tools to help you stay disciplined, to maximize your profits. Version 3 will be a game changer. And so if you guys want to get locked in right now, I will give you some more information towards the end of this video on how to get inside the VIP group. But for now, let's go back here and let's start trading. So guys, we're not going to win every single trade on this video, but you do not have to, right? But I think a lot of you think that maybe you have to have a 90 or 95% win rate inside a pocket option, which is almost impossible. I would say it's got to be impossible. So if that's not the case, and if you can still have consistent profits, long-term profitability at a 50% win rate, even less, maybe even 40%, then what are you waiting for? What's holding you back? What is that one thing that's missing? And I think I know what it is, and it's the money management. So we'll be doing a lot of this throughout this video. I'm going to walk you guys through everything. Let's take a look at the chart right now and see what's going on. So we've got a countdown here from 26, 25, and you can see that the candle was flat. You see that? So I'm not going to do anything. It may have moved after that, but right at that 25-second mark, I really have to see a strong push to the upside or downside, before I consider entering a trade. And we can't enter any trades unless we know the exact trade amount that we're going to enter. And we get all this information over here on the Trade Manager. So I've got my settings set up here very super conservative. I've got 1 out of 10. I don't know if I'm going to be using 1 out of 10 today. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and use 1 out of 10. That's very conservative. I don't think I've ever went that conservative on this channel, but I've got some more trading capital right now. I've been building up my account, and normally I would do maybe something like, I would make my settings something like this, which means that I must win 2 out of 10 to be profitable. But what I could also do, because of the amount of initial capital that I have, I could also set my total trades to 13, which means that I have to only win 2 out of 13 trades. I only need a 15% win rate or better to be profitable inside a pocket option. Do you think you can get a 15% win rate or better? You'd have to have a lot of losses, guys. Okay? So even if you're a lousy trader, the Trade Manager is perfect, but it's also great for beginners. And also we have many members inside of the group that have been using the Trade Manager for many, many months since its release, and they absolutely love it. So all walks of life and all different trading levels, a lot of members with different trading levels, advanced and beginner. But let's get back to trading here. Total trades. Let's try something different. Let's do this. Let's do 1 out of 10. Let's do that. The first trade amount is 124. Now, guys, I don't want you to get all caught up into the trade amounts, okay? Because this is not really important. What's important is that you guys don't lose money. What's important is that you guys at least break even if you have to, and not, leaving the table, when you're down 20 or 10% of your account. Now, in some cases, you may have to do that if you have your settings a bit risky. I do recommend, if you do hit your stop loss, this is something that we've added in version 2. You can actually set a stop loss. Yes, which we didn't have this before inside of binary options or, in that trading environment. So you can come over here with red alerts and you can set your stop loss level. Mine's at 20%. Once that 20% is hit, I will get a red alert. This will alert me and tell me that, hey, you've reached 20%. Maybe it's a good time to stop trading. Maybe come back tomorrow, come back with a fresh head and try again. That's all that is. But I don't want to hit the stop loss today. What I'm going to do is make these a little bit more conservative. So I'm going to use 1 out of 10, which means I only need a 10% win rate or higher. That's awesome. So I think I can do that. I'm pretty happy with that. The first trade amount is 124. So the trade manager gives us that first amount, 124. We come over here and we enter that in. There we go. The next thing is we just want to make sure that we are trading with an asset or with a currency pair that has a payout of 92%, which is the highest amount right now inside of Pocket Options. So any of these charts will work, anything up here at the top of the list, and it has to be OTC. If you're trying to change your expiry, it's not going below 1 minute. Well, the reason is because you're probably using a live market. So this must be OTC, guys, okay? So let's just go through here. And you're going to look for a chart that has decent sized candles. So this is going to be fun. And another really cool thing is if I want to earn over 1% on my account, almost 1.5% per day, I only need to do like 22 trading sessions a day. That's it. Every time I win a trade, that's one session. Especially with these settings that I have here, I could easily do 22 sessions in an hour. Where else are you going to get almost 1.5% on your investment? It doesn't exist anywhere. And that's why I've created this trade manager to give you guys that edge so you could reach those higher levels and you can even get up to 2% per day on your trading capital, which is just amazing, guys. So 124, I've entered that in. So you can see my excitement with the trade manager, right? I talk about it a lot on my channel. Let me choose a chart here, something that jumps out to me, something that I like. Okay, this looks pretty good. I've got some small bodied candles, but let's just go ahead and use this. So I've got the 5-second expiry turned on. I've got my first trade amount entered. We are waiting for a new 30-second candle to appear. That's what you're waiting for. And you want to keep an eye on that after the first 5 seconds. So here we go. Here it is. Here's the new candle, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. It's pushing up a little bit, so I will enter. Simple as that, guys. Now, we won that trade. We're not going to win every single trade. So don't get all excited. Wow, this really works. Guys, money management. Okay? Money management. So I want you guys to really just think about this. That's where your edge is, guys, okay? Now, we have strategies that perform better than other strategies. You can consider that an edge too, all right? But what has really changed the game, though, is how we're using the different trade amounts that we enter and how we can stay in profit. So I had a win, so what do? Well, I can come over here, and that was easy. I don't even have to mark this as a win, but I can do that. But we've only set ourselves up to win 1 out of 10 trades. So really, this trading session is completed. We don't even really have to use the algorithm that much. I can just go ahead and clear this out, and we can mark 1 session that's completed. Guys, I only need to do 21 more sessions to have a total account growth of almost 1.5% with my trading capital here. So let's go ahead and continue to trade. And will I compound this? Yes, I always compound. So 1789, 77, 1789, 77, and let's go ahead and enter that in. 124, same amount, awesome. And we can change the chart if we want to. And once you guys have done the Fast 5 strategy a few times, it's so easy. You guys can listen to music, you could talk on the phone, you can do whatever you want. You could probably be in a business meeting and still do this strategy. It becomes so easy. It's really a no-brainer. No indicators, nothing like that. I'm going to go ahead and enter. There you go. I can just ramble along and still make this work. So, all right, so we've won that. That's another trading session completed. We take the balance now inside of Pocket Options, 1790.91. We come over here. We come over here and enter this in, 1790.91. Great. We're still at 124, so we're not compounding a whole lot just yet, but we're just having fun. So let's go ahead and continue. Now, see at the 25-second mark, did you see how small that candle was? It was really small, definitely a pancake. So we don't want any pancakes, right? I used to eat pancakes, but not anymore, guys. I'm on kind of a carnivore keto thing now. Even a gluten-free pancake is kind of, that's hard, man. It just rips up your stomach and stuff. Yeah, no more of that. Ooh, this is going, but I don't know. I had a feeling it might do a pullback on me, which looks like, okay, all right. It didn't want to do a pullback. It just wanted to continue down. So that's another trading session. Guys, I'm making this look easy, but I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that YouTuber out there that never has a loss, right? And then you go to try it and it doesn't work. I don't want to be that guy, guys. Okay? So this is a great strategy. We have members doing a lot. They're generating some big numbers using the Fast 5 strategy. But guys, just really take your money management very seriously, okay? And don't get too greedy, and don't start putting in a bunch of money inside a pocket option thinking that you're just going to win most all the trades, and you're not really, you have no structure with your money. Man, it's just not going to be a good day. Something's going to happen, because when you do have losses, how are you going to know the trade amounts to enter to make up for those losses, to recoup those losses, and to stay in the game? And so, you can use martingale if you want to. I know there's some guys out there that still use martingale, right? I think you can win, or you could lose like maybe 6, 7 in a row. If you want to do that, then great. You guys can do that. It's totally up to you. But I have just a lot more control here and a lot more trading slots, and I can handle more consecutive losses than any martingale strategy using the trade manager. So that's what's great. Let's enter in the new capital, 1792.05. 1792.05. Another trading session completed. And 124, still the same amount. Okay, that's all right. Let's change the chart, guys. Let's use something else here. So we have a lot of members inside of the group. It seems like almost every day one of you reach out to me and say, "Hey, Mark, I'm doing the Fast 5 strategy. I love it," and that's awesome. I'm so happy for you guys. It just works. Now, that was a decent candle body, but it was okay. I'm going to wait for the next one. This chart looks pretty good. So Euro JPY. Let's go ahead and wait for the next 30-second candle to appear. And so we've been working long hours on the new trade manager. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. There's new videos. There's whole bunch of stuff. That was not good. Did you guys see at the 25-second mark, the candle was just flipping up and down, back and forth? It doesn't really know where it's going to go. And if I can't see any direction, I'm not going to enter a sell or a buy. And there's no 100% certainty. I'm not saying that I'm going to know for sure, but it's a good indicator when you see that body, at least a good large enough body going in one direction. Here we go. Okay. I kind of missed that little pump there, but that's okay. Maybe we will have a loss here. Okay, so that was a loss. Now, what do we do if we have a loss, right? So let's come over here. So our first trade amount, it was 124. So we mark that with an L. And then look over here. The trade manager gives you the next amount, right? It gives you the next trading amount, which is 260. So then therefore, we come back over here and we update this, 260. That's it. That's all you do. And with the trading settings that I have, I just have to win 1 out of 10. So a lot of you guys ask me, what's the minimum amount you can start with the trade manager? So let me go ahead and address that right now. Guys, I mean, if you go with a really small amount, like $50, it's going to introduce more risk, right? I would say the minimum, maybe $150, but at least 150 or more. But starting at a real small amount, and the reason is because it doesn't leave you a lot of drawdown. And guys, when you're trading with such a small amount, Pocket Option does not allow you to trade with less than $1. Okay, so you can't trade with like 99 cents. You can't trade with 50 cents per trade. It's not going to allow you to do that. We actually have a low trade amount alert. So the trade manager will actually alert you. You can see that right here. Now it's in red. It will tell you that, hey, you're under $1. Change your settings, right? Because that's not going to work. So, it's been designed to know that, so you guys don't accidentally, have everything set up in a way where it's not going to work for you. But yeah, so in terms of the trade amounts, guys, you definitely, I would say 100, 150, 200 bucks or more, you guys are good to go. But just keep in mind, you need a little bit for the drawdown, and you can't have those trade amounts too small because Pocket Option is just not going to allow you to do that. Okay, so what do we got here? 260 is the next trade. So let's go ahead, and I've got a 30-second candle that has just appeared. 26.25. Nope, not going to do it. It was a bit hesitating. So let me just go ahead and change the chart here, guys. Let's find something else. All the charts look pretty decent today, so I'm not really giving it much fuss. A lot of wicks here. But let's go ahead. Not really going in any one direction. Not really crazy about that. Let's find something else. Here we go. This looks decent. So we got 14 more seconds to go before we get that new candle. Down here towards the bottom, waiting for that to appear. And here we go. One more second. Here's the new candle. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Okay. I think it's going to flip, and sure enough, it does. And that's okay. So we've got another loss. So what you guys are going to do, come over here, mark this with an L, and then take the next trade amount that the trade manager gives you, which is 542. 542. Yeah, let's choose something else here. So, oh, this looks pretty good. Looks like it's pretty active. So let's choose this. So 25, went ahead and entered there. And okay, so that's another one. Now see, guys, what I was talking about, you could have 3 wins, but you could also have 3 losses in a row or even more. So 11:30, let's come back over here. And let's wait for that next candlestick. There it is, 29, 28, 27, 26, a little bit early on that. And it rejected against me again. That is a loss. Let's mark this with an L. Next trade amount, 23.59. And let's just hang tight here. We got about 9 more seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's the next candle. 28, 27, 26, but I'm not feeling it. Let's go to another chart. Here we go. Nice run up there with 4 green candles. And we got about 4 more seconds to go, so let's just go ahead and wait this out. Here's the next, or the new 30-second candle, 29, 28, 27, 25, right at the 25 mark. Ooh, guys, this is going to be close. And wow, so that's another loss. A lot of you guys would probably be sweating it right now. This is probably, I would say this is probably what most of you are used to. This is what you usually see in Pocket Option, right? You say, forget it, I'm not going to do this anymore. I've got, 4 or 5 losses. If I get another one, I can't really handle the fact that my balance is going down and that I better just, quit while I'm ahead, maybe withdraw my money and just forget it, right? Well, I'm going to show you guys on this video how that doesn't have to be the case, and you can still come out and profit with these losses. 49.23. Great. And I think I have my, yeah, let's turn this on just in case, but let's, that was a little, basically this is just a trade amount limit switch, which prevents you from trading with a larger amount than you want to trade with. It's a protective measure that I recommend everybody do. We've had members that have entered in much larger amounts. Instead of $2, they've entered in $200. And sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. That's got some good wicks on there. So let me just, because this is how it is. I would say this is how it is most of the time inside a pocket option. It's very unpredictable. And I can mark this as a win. I don't have to, but that session is completed. We can mark another session complete, hit reset. Now let's look up here. 1793.19. 1793.19. Still in profit, guys. The first trade amount 124. Let's go back here. Great. And oh, this looks pretty good. Make sure all the settings are good. We've got a payout of 92%, so I always check the payout, guys. If the payout drops, it's okay. It skews the math just a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. You guys can still come out and profit. I'm not really crazy about that. Actually, I might stay. Well, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, this is Euro USD OTC. This is looking pretty good. Lots of good movement here, and I think the market just opened New York. So hopefully we don't see any lag. I know sometimes the pocket option servers get a little bit overloaded at this time of day, so just bear with me, guys. Probably hitting some resistance right here up at this price. So I don't think I would enter if we've got some resistance, but it looks like it just broke through that resistance. But it's rejecting, so probably just took out that liquidity right there. Nice. And now it's on its way down, but I barely missed that entry. I mean, those are super, super close, but it looks like we still got it. So awesome. Whew, I almost missed that by like 1 second. 1794.33. 1794.33. Right? Another trading session completed. Now here's something I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to give you on a secret. Something really cool. Oh, I almost wasn't going to do this. But you know how if you've been using the trade manager, if you've already been using it, you know how you always have to come in here and mark a session completed? Well, the new trade manager, it actually does this for you automatically. So I'm not spilling all the beans, but I'm giving you guys, I mean, it's so much better. The new version 3 is going to be a game changer, guys. It just speeds up the whole process so you can reach your daily targets much faster. I don't have that long to go, and I'm going to be up to almost 1.40% account growth, whatever. If I make a slight adjustment here, if I take my total trades, knock that down to 9, and I only have to complete 10 trades now to earn over 1%. But look at this. Let's change this to 13 and mark this down to 2. I can do that, right? Let's bring this down to 12. So I have to win 2 out of 12. That's also going to give me 1.5% per day on my capital, but I only have to do 7 trades, or not 7 trades, but 7 trading sessions. That's it to reach that. So very, very powerful stuff there. Okay, so enough with that. Let's do some more trades. So let's do a couple more sessions here. 125. So we're compounding. So instead of 124, now we're at 125. You see all the compounding's working there? So that's really, really cool. All right, we got a lot of zigzag action going on here. Check this out. $30, $29, $28. Yeah, that wouldn't have been a win, definitely. That was some kind of support going on there. Or a zone. You know, we touch these other zones, and we're coming up to a new zone here, possibly at the top, but we could probably sneak in a trade. Let's go ahead and try that. 26, 20. Let's go ahead and maybe get a little bit more push up there. But we didn't get it, so that's fine. So 260, okay, so there we go. And do I want to stay on this chart? Probably not. Okay, let's do something down here, way down at the bottom here. 27, 26, 25. Give me that entered on the pancake. Oh boy, have no idea. So there we go. That's another one. 542. And let's just choose the charts here. Choose something else. Overall upward trend, look at that. Oh man, can't break the rules unless you know what the rules are. Now, why did I enter on that? The reason is because I have seen a trend here. So we have an upward trend. Let me grab we have the price responding to this trend here, right? So we've got a lower low and another lower low here, but we've came down to this and I went ahead and entered to get that bounce off of that. So sometimes, once in a while, I will enter, but guys, like they say, you can't break the rules unless you know what the rules are, right? That's how it is. So, all right. So we've won that. We're out. Another trading session completed. Let's do another one. Let's do another one, guys. Let's go ahead and reset all this. 125. Oh, let's enter the new capital, our new balance inside of the trade manager. So 1795.47. 1795.47. 125 again. And let's go ahead and wait. So yeah, 13 more seconds to go. And I'm about ready to get some breakfast here in a little bit. So all right. Gotcha. Okay. And I'll give it to you. I'll see if what you're going to do there. Oh! That was close. But there we go. Another trading session completed. I'm not too far off from my daily goals. What is the final amount? 1796.62. 1796.62. This amount just keeps going up and up and up, guys. I would consider that a successful trading session, a profitable trading session for me today. I'm nowhere near what I want to reach for today. I'll probably do this just on my own time without any distractions. I'll put on a little music. And I promised you guys I would show you how to get the trade manager. If this sounds like something that you guys want to check out, you want to join the group, you want to get all our best strategies, and a lot of these strategies are not shown on YouTube, you can find it all right here on the website. Now, guys, I'm going to be straight with you, okay, for just a couple things. This is a one-time fee. but it's fairly affordable. It's probably the lowest fee you're ever going to pay for anything that has to do with trading online. And here's the best thing. It's only one time. There are no subscription costs, nothing like that. And many of our traders make the money back within within the first day or so. You can get all of our trading tools, all of our cutting edge tools to give you that edge with your trading, especially with Pocket Option, by getting access to all of our spreadsheets here. And so the Trade Manager, that's like the flagship spreadsheet, but there's also other spreadsheets inside of here that you guys can get a hold of. You're going to have access to hours of exclusive video training. We have member submissions, strategies that have worked with other members. They have made videos and we have posted those inside of the members area. Also, I have posted many, many different strategies. Some of them are not even on my YouTube. So we do keep these discreet and we don't show or display those out publicly. They're just for the members. We've got over, almost 1,500 members right now, or maybe we've even hit that number by the time you're watching this video. We do have a Telegram group as well. So it's two parts with this. You get the website, you get access to the website with all the content and everything, but you will also be invited into the Telegram community where, we have a positive environment. You get to see the results from other traders. And also you get access to a new channel called the Strategy Vault. So if there are some members that are finding strategies that are working for them, they will post those strategies and I will pin those strategies to the top inside of the channel. So we've got a huge list of strategies right now that are working really, really well. A lot of the settings for some of the most popular strategies out there on YouTube, we've included all of the settings for those inside of the group as well. But here's some of the results. The results are just incredible, guys. You got to go in there. You got to check out the website. Even if you're not joining right now, it's okay, guys. No obligation. You don't have to join this right now. There's no pressure here. Although I just wanted to put out there that when the new Trade Manager version 3 is released, there will be an increase with the price. Okay, this is on May 7th. So there will be a price increase on May 7th. But for now, you guys, if you want to get locked in, you're good to go for a lifetime. All the updates, all the upgrades, by the time the Trade Manager version 3 comes out, you guys will get it for free if you're already a member. Really, really simple. So we've got members doing withdrawals. We had a member do a withdrawal today. And, some members like to compound their accounts. It's totally up to you. We've had members that have compounded their accounts over several weeks, over several months. I have screenshots here to show you that. These are not my screenshots, guys. These are screenshots from actual real members inside of the group. So you can go over to the website right now and just read about this. We have some members are doing big numbers, guys. Bigger numbers than me. Okay, I'm just out here on YouTube. I make the spreadsheets and stuff. I'm providing the group and the strategies to you. You guys can take this information and do whatever you want with it. We have members, some members doing 4 figures a day. And if you don't see those members in the group, they don't post that much, but they do privately send me different screenshots. They say, hey, Mark, I did it again. And I'm just totally blown away. That's great. And I will post more of these screenshots on the website as I get them and as they come in. But I've got so many more than this. This is not the whole list right here, but I can only put so much on the website. You guys can trade anywhere in the world on a laptop. You can trade on your phone. You guys can do whatever you want. But that's the website. Go check it out, guys, and try the Fast 5 strategy. You're not going to win them all, and I always like to say this. I just want to be honest with you guys. You're not going to be, just hitting every single win on every single trade, guys. Come on. It doesn't exist. I know that. You know that. And it really, at the end of the day, it's really just all about how you're managing your money. Okay? Give it a try. I wish you all the best of success, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day. Take care.